Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to this walkthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is Blackjack Kent, and we have our orders from the Jedi Council. We are going to save the galaxy. Newly created Padawan of the Jedi Order, we are being given the most important task that any Jedi has ever faced. We're going to go find the Star Forge. And... no. Which way am I going? This way. We're gonna go back to our ship and do things. A quest for the Star Forge. Jedi Council has instructed us to seek out star maps scattered around the galaxy. Yes. And we're going to take Juhani with us, who we saved from the dark path via our incredible persuade score. And no one else is really that happy either. So, let's go. Let us go do this thing. I can't remember offhand what the planets were that we had the option of visiting. Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There's talk that they are sending you on a mission to help us against Malak and the Sith. I don't think the Council would want me to speak openly of this mission. Please understand that I'm not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever task the Council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. I can look after myself. Yes, your skill and prowess are already well known throughout this academy, but even you would be wise to heed my warnings. Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Tarentatek. A beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. Why are you telling me this? You have completed your initial training in a fraction of the normal time. The Force is very strong with you. I'm afraid you might become a target for these creatures. The Tarentatek is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They're incredibly strong with a primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe the Tarentatek is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout the... Fortunately, the Tarentatek is quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. And why are you worried about them now? It's not the first time the Tarentatek have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malak's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. Great Hunt, what's that? Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered that Tarentatek were behind the killings. It was decided the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. What cost? Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Tarentatek. Great Hunt did not rest until all the creatures had been slain, or almost all. There were still rumors of Tarentatek on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believed to be the birthplace of the Sith. That is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the First Sith War. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over, though 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. The work of... I don't understand why this question is here, so we're gonna ask it. The work of killing the Tarentatek, you mean? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duran Keldroma, Gunhan Suresh, and Shaela Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and each of them was devoted to the light. The Council felt that together they would be able to defeat any Tarentatek they found, and by supporting each other they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the 3 survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known, but let their death serve as a warning to you, Padawan. I want to ask you some questions. If you have questions, you should speak with Master Dorak. He is the chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, is far more knowledgeable than I. I'll be going now. May the Force be with you. And also with you. Lift up your hearts. We lift them up to the midi-chlorians. Alright, let's go. Ebon Hawk, bitches. So, I don't remember what the planet options were. Oh, wait, we should talk to what's-her-face. Juhani, yo. What's up? Why will it not let me speak to you? I want to talk to you, damn it. What the fuck? There we go. Yo. No? Nothing to say? Alright. In that case, I will go to the bridge and talk to Karth instead, though he'll probably just snark at me.
Yes,
oh, I was pressing the wrong mouse button. Never mind.
You got it.
Never mind. I just stared blankly at Juhani for no reason. Let's go back and do that correctly. I was pressing right mouse button instead of left.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before in the Grove. It was wrong of me.
Just a little bit. None of these answers are exactly what I would say in her place, but, sure, we'll be nice.
I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to kill me. I hope that by helping you in your task, I may redeem myself in your eyes, and in my own.
Sure, we'll be nice. I forgive you.
Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I tried to take your life. I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed.
You have anything else to say?
How may I be of assistance?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would...
How'd you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Do you mean the Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Anything
How
else?
may I be of What is it you...
You doing alright?
I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why? What's wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
I see see you begin to slip back, I'll intervene.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Alrighty, excellent. Glad we got that sorted out. Alright, let's go to wherever we're going. What do you think about this, Basil?
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me?
I do. How did you know?
Oh.
An amusing description, but hardly the truth. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking. The bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
I like the sass, but what do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
Works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Alrighty. Good deal. Okay, let's hit the galaxy map. Alright, so what are our options here? Korriban, Dantooine, Manan. Ooh, that'll be fun. Worldwide Ocean. Those are the Selkath, where we heard about them. Yavin, Kashyyyk, Dantooine. Where do we want to start? Let's start with Kashyyyk, I think. Because Wookiees, and maybe it'll make, what's his face? Bodar. More inclined. No, is it Bodar? Or is that one of the SWTOR companions? I can't remember his name now. Zalbar! Bodar is the SWTOR companion. Zalbar. Big Z. Maybe it'll make him more inclined to, be charitable towards us. Imperials. This poor sap dealing with Lord Malak.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak, he served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
You!
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak.
You were dead! You son of a bitch.
Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malik.
Carlo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Callow. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malik, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Carlo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malik.
Well, that's intriguing. Hey, more nightmares. What was that? Starforge map? Hey, Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk, however they pronounce it here. I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways. This is pretty. I like this. What are they called? Rocher trees? I think. Wroshyr. Audio? The Force has given us... Oh, there we go.
Vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
Looked like the star map was on the Force floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rocher branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alright. Cool. So, let's be off, I suppose.